Chapter 2. Deep Clean Like a Pro. Power washing, degreasing, and stain removal. This is where we push the reset button. Not with a mop and a prayer, but with pressure, precision, and no mercy for the grime. The goal here is to prep your garage like a pro-level workspace, not just dusting the surface. You've gutted the junk. Now, it's time to purge the filth. We're not talking about sweeping up some dust and calling it good. This is where you scrub your garage down to its bones and show it who's boss. You want it clean enough that you'd eat off the floor? Maybe not. But clean enough to work, breathe, and not feel like you're in a mechanic's graveyard? Absolutely. Step 1. Clear the decks. Before you hit anything with water or degreaser, move out everything that isn't bolted down. Sweep or shop vac the floor to remove loose dust, sawdust, and debris. Open doors and windows, ventilation is your friend. Step 2. Hit it with degreaser. Oil stains, tire tracks, grease blobs from the lawnmower or that one mystery spill. Here's what you do. Use a garage-specific degreaser or a heavy-duty citrus cleaner. Spray it directly onto the stains and let it soak for 10 to 15 minutes. Scrub with a stiff brush, none of that soft sponge stuff. Rinse or mop it up, repeat if needed. Pro tip. Cat litter or sawdust can help absorb fresh oil spills. Grind it in with your boot and let it sit before sweeping. Step 3. Pressure wash like you mean it. If your garage floor hasn't seen daylight since the last presidential election, this is your new best friend. The pressure washer. Use a concrete-safe cleaner in the tank or pre-spray the floor. Start from the back and work toward the door. Keep your stream controlled, don't blast electrical or drywall edges. If the floor is painted or sealed, use a wide nozzle to avoid peeling. You'll be amazed at what comes off. Old paint marks, chemical haze, ground in dirt, it all lifts. And once it does, the whole place feels new. Step 4. Final polish. Optional but badass. Mop the floor with warm water and a bit of degreaser for the last pass. Dry with an old towel or let it air out with a fan. Seal or paint? That's later, but this is the prep stage. Make it count. Your goal for this section. By the end of this, your garage should smell cleaner, look brighter, and feel ready to be rebuilt. You're not just cleaning, you're reclaiming the ground beneath your feet. Concrete floor care and upgrades. You've blasted the gunk, scrubbed the oil, and kicked the dust. Now what? Now you take your floor from barely decent to damn impressive. The concrete slab under your feet is the foundation of your entire man cave. Treat it like a junk pile, and it'll behave like one. Treat it like a workspace, and it becomes a solid, spill-proof, badass base that pulls the whole garage together. Let's break it down like a pro. Step 1. Inspect the concrete. Before you upgrade anything, take a hard look at what you're working with. Cracks. Are they hairline or structural? Hairline equals filler. Structural equals call a pro if deep, shifting, or expanding. Stains that won't budge. You may need a deeper chemical etch before coating. Moisture test. Tape a 2-foot square of plastic to the floor for 24 hours. If water beads up underneath, you've got a moisture problem. Address before coating. Step 2. Patch the damage. Don't just paint over flaws. Fix them. Tools and supplies. Concrete filler or patching compound. Wire brush or grinder. Trowel. Shop vac. Process. Clean the crack with a wire brush and vacuum out debris. Mix patching compound per directions. Trowel it into the crack or divot, smooth it flush. Let it cure, usually 24 hours. Sand if needed for smoothness before painting or sealing. Step 3. Choose your upgrade path. This is where it gets exciting. You've got 3 strong paths. Pick what fits your style and usage. Option 1. Seal it. If you like the raw concrete look but want dust and moisture protection, use a clear penetrating sealer, silicate or acrylic. It soaks in, hardens, and leaves a natural matte finish. Easy to apply with a pump sprayer or roller. Ideal for light-duty, no-slip surfaces. Reapply every 3 to 5 years. Option 2. Paint it. Want a clean, simple look? Garage floor paint is the entry-level upgrade. Use 1 part epoxy paint or acrylic latex for budget projects. Pre-etch the floor with muriatic acid or a commercial etching solution. Apply with a roller in 2 to 3 thin coats. Add optional traction flakes for safety. Expect to repaint every 2 to 3 years under heavy use. Option 3. Epoxy it. The king of floor coatings, tough, glossy, chemical-resistant, Showroom ready. Use 2-part epoxy kits, resin plus hardener. Must work fast. Pot life is short once mixed. Requires proper ventilation and surface prep. Apply with roller in sections, adding flakes if desired. Cure time equals 24 to 72 hours depending on brand. Lasts 5 to 10 years with proper prep and maintenance. Pro tip: rent a concrete grinder for a perfect epoxy base. Etching alone isn't always enough. Bonus options: interlocking floor tiles. Easy install, great for show cars or zones. Rubber mats, good for lifting areas or quick upgrades. Painted lines. Designate work zones, gear areas, or parking guides. Step 4. Drainage and pooling fixes. Water is the enemy of every good garage floor. Whether it's melting snow, washing your car, or a surprise downpour, your drainage setup needs to be dialed in. Dealing with floor drains. If you've got a floor drain, treat it right. Clear it regularly. Remove gunk, dust, and debris that builds up. Flush it. Pour hot water with a degreaser monthly. Test it. Pour 1 to 2 gallons of water to ensure proper flow. Use a trap primer. Keeps water in the drain trap to block sewer gases. Grates matter. Use a heavy-duty metal grate if it's located in high-traffic areas. Pro tip: if the drain's clogged beyond a DIY fix, rent a small drain snake or call a plumber. Fast. Fixing pooling or uneven surfaces. If you've got low spots where water pools after mopping, rain, or washing. 1. Mark problem zones. After rinsing the floor, use chalk to outline puddles. 2. Grind or fill. Shallow dips less than 1/4 inch. Use a concrete resurfacer or leveling compound. Larger issues. Might require grinding down high spots or full repour in problem area. 3. Add a floor slope. If you're doing a full resurfacing or epoxy job, you can reslope the floor toward the drain. Standard equals 1/8 inch drop per foot. 4. Garage threshold. Seal. Add a rubber floor threshold under your garage door to block water from seeping in. Also useful for keeping out leaves, dirt, and rodents. Floor upgrade plus drainage goals. Cleaned, patched, and sealed concrete. Smart drainage setup that works year-round. No more puddles, seepage, or mystery leaks. Ready for epoxy, gear zones, or whatever's next. Maintenance tips for any floor. Use a degreasing mop cleaner every few weeks. Keep moisture out with weather stripping at the door. Sweep frequently, dust kills finish. Patch and reseal touch-ups before they spread. Floor upgrade. Goal: turn your floor into something that works just as hard as you do. Clean, sealed, and ready for oil, sweat, sawdust, and whatever project comes next. How to prep your surfaces, like a mechanic, not a maid. This isn't a wipe down with a baby wipe. It's surface prep with an attitude. Let's go extra practical, no nonsense, and 100% results driven. Here's the difference between a garage that looks clean and one that's ready to work. One is for show. The other is for getting shit done. If you want your garage to hold up to oil changes, sawdust storms, weight benches, welding sparks, or wild weekend builds, you've got to prep it like a pro, like a mechanic, like a guy who knows that surface prep is everything. This section isn't about being tidy. It's about laying down the foundation for everything that comes next. 1. Clean with a purpose. You already degreased and pressure washed. Now go deeper. Corners plus crevices. Use a stiff brush or vacuum nozzle to attack corners where dust and metal shavings love to hide. Walls plus baseboards. Wipe them down with a degreaser or all-purpose cleaner. Yes, even if you're not painting them. Dirt travels. Bench tops. Sand them smooth. Clean them thoroughly and treat with a protectant or sealant if needed. Polyurethane for wood, degreaser for metal. Cabinets plus shelves. Empty them. Clean inside and out. Reassess what belongs and what doesn't. This isn't about sparkle. It's about eliminating the grit that wears down tools, attracts pests, and slows you down. 2. Strip down surfaces for rebuild. If you're upgrading zones, painting, epoxy, wall panels, etc., now's the time to prep those surfaces like you mean it. For walls, remove old nails, screws, or anchors. Patch holes with spackle or joint compound. Sand smooth, wipe down with damp cloth or tack cloth. Prime if you're painting. For floors, sweep twice. Mop once more with clean water. Do a visual check for any sticky or greasy residue. Consider one final light etch for epoxy or paint adherence. For pegboards or slat walls, wipe them down with a degreaser solution. Use a toothbrush or small wire brush to get into slots or holes. Reseal or repaint if you're refreshing a wall zone. 3. Use pro-grade prep gear. Ditch the kitchen rags. Step up to the tools that make surface prep faster and tougher. Shop vac. Wire brushes. Stiff bristle brooms, concrete etching solution, microfiber towels, degreaser, citrus, or industrial. Scrapers / putty knife. Drill with brush attachments. Gloves plus safety glasses. Respirator mask, especially for epoxy prep. 4. Clear the air. You're working in a garage, not a sealed studio. You need airflow. Open all doors and windows while cleaning or prepping. Run ceiling fans or use a box fan to push air out. Use an air purifier if you're sensitive to dust or fumes. If your surfaces are clean but the air is nasty, you're still going to feel sluggish. Mechanic mindset check. Don't clean for aesthetics. Prep for performance. You're building a space to work in, not one that just looks good from the driveway. Get it rough, ready, and real. Cleaning checklist, get it done fast and right. You're not here to tidy up. You're here to reset your entire space, and that means getting clean in a way that sticks. The trick isn't doing everything. It's doing the right things, in the right order, without wasting a single step. The fast and right cleaning sequence. 1. Start high, end low. Dust sealing corners, overhead lights and shelves. Clean garage door tracks and openers. Knock down cobwebs. Why it matters. Gravity pulls dirt down. Don't clean your floor twice. 2. Sweep every surface. Not just floors, sweep benches, ledges, windowsills. Shop vac those hard-to-reach gaps behind gear and shelves. 3rd, degrease where it counts. Focus on tool areas, work zones, and old spill spots. Spray, scrub, and wipe. Don't just spread the mess around. 4. Clean the floor. Once, then again. First sweep, dry dust and debris. Second sweep, mop or pressure wash, depending on your upgrade path. Final step, dry it thoroughly or use fans. 5. Clean your gear too. Wipe down power tools, ladders, bins, and carts. If it's going back in your garage, it better be clean enough to earn the spot. Time-saving tips. Set a timer for each zone, 30 minutes maximum per area. Use a caddy or bucket with all your cleaning tools. No back and forth. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for visibility and function. Put on gloves, blast music, and stay in motion. You've got this. Final clean zones. Checklist. Break your garage into 5 clean zones. Tackle one at a time and move fast. Overhead and lights. Walls and windows. Workbench and tools. Floor and baseboards. Gear and shelving. Each zone clean equals progress you can see. Knock them down and keep going. Mechanic mentality. Reminder. Clean like you're prepping for battle, not inspection.